If your best player is small, you're not winning. John Stockton, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, you could go down the list. Steph Curry is the only guy, but he's not that small.
Deserve this, man. You deserve this.
Hey, soak it in. You know how many Knicks have scored 40 in a finals game? One. We're looking at him.
The New York Knicks, for the first time in my lifetime, in 53 years, have won the NBA World Championship in an all-time great series, maybe the best series of the decade, despite going to 5 games. After all the years of failure from the front office and the players, the New York Knicks, for the whole period, has been one of the biggest laughingstocks in the NBA, despite them being the mecca of basketball. You have the stars of the past after 1973 with Bernard King, of course, Patrick Ewing, Stephon Marbury, Carmelo Anthony, and Julius Randle. But all of these guys have failed to win a championship, let alone reach the finals, until you get a 6'2" guard, basically my height, and you sign him to a 3-year, $104 million deal 4 years ago, in which everyone thought that the Knicks are insane giving a bench player this type of money at the time, despite him eventually taking a $100 million pay cut. And eventually this dude will take New York to the heights the league has never seen, making it to back-to-back second round appearances and eventually back-to-back conference finals appearances, and then the NBA finals, when you beat a Spurs team that has a generational talent in Wemby, who's arguably the best player in the NBA, and just beat the defending champion, the OKC Thunder, as well as being the leading charge for this historic run that the team went on. If that feat doesn't make Jalen Brunson the best player in this franchise history, then I don't know who it is. So in this video, I'm finna break down why Jalen Brunson is that. But first, hey man, say man, this is the A-Man Show, back at it again for more content. Make sure y'all subscribe. I post NBA content. My goal is to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So subscribing and smashing the like button and turning on post notifications makes a big difference. So that out of the way, stay tuned and enjoy the video. This man, Jalen Brunson, after this run, not only makes him the best player in New York Knicks history, but he automatically puts himself in the Mount Rushmore of point guards in NBA history. When we look at guys like an Isaiah Thomas, a Steph Curry, Magic, all these guys, these players have been the system, along with being the leading charge of these championship runs, and for some of them have been the leading charge in an era where 1A big men are usually the guys you need for you to win a championship. And for these point guards to be that 1A, the definitive first option on a championship team, are placed in such a high regard. What Jalen Brunson done to this New York franchise, being a second round pick, a prototypical small 6 foot even point guard, in which this league has been getting rid of, have taken one of the most dysfunctional franchise in sports in the last 20 years, never made it out of the second round in 20 years, and brought them a championship within 4 years. In the matter of what he did to get to this championship, he led this Knicks team to a 13-game winning streak, along with the most consecutive road wins in the playoffs in NBA history, while leading the playoffs with 28 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, while shooting 47% from the field, 36% from 3, and 85% from the line, which accumulates to a 57% true shooting percentage. And in the finals, this dude averaged 33 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 42% from the field, 38% from 3, and 86% from the line. And mind you, this guy did it against a Spurs team that is anchored by Wemby, who is not just the best defender in the league, but one of the greatest defenders we have ever seen. And even SGA himself had the worst shooting series of his career against that Spurs defense. The fact that Jalen Brunson shot better from the field and averaged more points than SGA against this Spurs team as a 6 foot even guard is extremely impressive. And to include that closeout game where he joins MJ as the only guards to score 45 points in a closeout game while having over a 60% true shooting percentage. And he scored almost 50% of the Knicks total points in game 5. These are the moments that you put these players in the Mount Rushmore stratosphere. When your team is down and all your teammates are not hitting shots, you have to be the guy to lead the way and be like, give me the ball. I'm going to be the hero tonight. And Brunson did just that this postseason. With this legendary run that he led, including leading the greatest comeback in NBA history in Game 4, along with an all-time great closeout game, along with leading the Knicks to a historic 16-3 record with the highest point differential in playoff history. I genuinely don't see why Jalen Brunson is not in the conversation of not only the best player in this franchise history, but a top 10 point guard ever. I really don't see it. And I know that Walter Frazier won 2 rings during his time with the Knicks, but he was not in the level of an offensive player that Brunson is, nor have the overall run that Brunson did in this postseason. And Patrick Ewing, if I have to break it to y'all, is one of the biggest chokers in NBA history. None of these guys have made a significant impact in a shorter period of time than Brunson did in his 4 years with New York. And to add the cherry on top, this guy made the greatest sacrifice I've ever seen from a superstar when he decided to take a $100 million pay cut, in which the Knicks can acquire Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and eventually Karl Anthony Towns, and that resulted in them getting a championship. To break down the level of respect you need to give to Jalen Brunson for this act is incomparable. You've never seen a superstar make this big of a sacrifice for you to win. But anyways, guys, in conclusion, in just 4 years, Jalen Brunson checked every single box. Culture changer, statistical monster, regular season MVP candidate, clutch playoff performer, and a champion. He didn't just climb the mountain, he built the mountain, and that ultimately resulted in him being considered as the best player in New York Knicks history. And that's the end of the video. Let me know in the comment section below, do y'all think that JB is the best player in this franchise history? Be sure to subscribe for more content I'm finna put out this summer. It's going to be a lot of bangers coming in the way. And also smash the like button if you enjoyed this video and turn on post notifications. And that is all. Stay litty. This is the A-Man Show. Sign out.
Storm.